welcome to thakTECH.gaming. We are playing Thea the Awakening, and we're definitely in one more turn mode. So we are trying to collect some wicker and some exotic fruit down here, and we need to get that stuff back to town because we need to get some more gathering tools that are not crap. Because 2 gathering, not so good. Let's see here. 2 turns, 1 turn. Let's go ahead and do another couple turns like this. Okay, now we're gonna head back, get our equipment. We're going to give all the wicker, all the cane, all the herbs, because we can't eat them directly. All that, and then wood-wise, can take a lot of wood because we've got a lot of wood back in town now. And then as far as food goes, we can take all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. And then we want 40 of our raw stuff, and then let's go ahead and bump that back to 20 and leave. Let's see, do we have mushrooms? We don't have mushrooms, so we can go ahead and take 20 mushrooms. Okay, so we've got tons of variety now, which is fantastic. So now production wise, we should be able to, yeah, we're gonna not be able to do that because we don't have enough seaweed. So let's cancel that. Let's see what we can make. Let's do, I think this is plum sauce. Yep, duck and plum sauce. So we can do this. And let's do as many of those as we can. And then let's go ahead and see what kind of clothes we can make. I think we can make leather shirts now. Let's see, vine. I don't really want to use vine. 3-in-1 leather shirt. Let's see what we get when we do this. 3-in-1 fur coat gives us 5, which is good. This gives us 9. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's move that to the top. And then let's see what else we can do. Spider silk is good for people that can't wear a lot. This only weighs 8, which is pretty fantastic. So we'll do that. And then I think if we go this way, yeah, because this is a different one. Notice this one is fur and leather. This one is fur and whatever that is. I can't remember. Malachite. Okay. So then let's see here. If we do a scaled vest, reptile vest, 6 and 26, gives us 4 armor. This is 12 research points because we're using the topaz. So we'll do that. And again, the reason you do this stuff is more to get the research points than to get that specific item. But let's keep those guys busy while we're going to get the other stuff. Because right now, again, remember, we don't have enough of the good stuff here to be able to get that primary material. We want either clay or quartz. We don't have a place to get quartz. So we're going to go head that direction. Now, one thing we could do, we're not within 5 of getting any of these things to where we want. So that's the other piece of it. Because if we wanted to, we could do the research where we have a research point, and we could get, you know, one of these items like the quartz, we could unlock something on here that would get us, you know, 5 free, and then we'd go find it. But the quartz, like we talked about, is like way far away. So we could go get some granite, but they're not. It's not somewhere that I've seen yet, so that's the reason I haven't gone that route. Now, as far as crafting goes, this is kind of where I want to start heading in the ability to get into swords, making swords, and also making light armors. Now we have fur right now and leather and whatnot. We don't have nearly as much of the weaponry stuff as far as that goes. So if I come in here and look at production crafting, and I look at craft tools, I only have 9 iron and 5 gold, so that's not really a ton of stuff. Whereas if I do clothes, I do have fur and leather and stuff like that. Let's look around here to see what we have in the way of fur and leather. It looks like we don't really have any fur and leather anywhere, which is crappy. Wow, that's rough. We don't have any metals around us either, so that's kind of bad news too. So neither one of those things is looking very awesome. Let's go ahead and head down the road to swords, because they at least do give you the shielding. So I'll go ahead and do that for now, and then we'll get our guys, and we're going to manage our supplies here. And oh, this is Astoria. I don't want Astoria to do that. I did that last time. Expedition 1. So you can use all of this stuff. 40, 13. So that gets us our 10. I wish it was sorted by amount you have, but it is not. So we're going to head up this way and then go from there. Okay, we still have another point, so I guess we can go for light armors as well. Oh, and that's because we're building all this stuff, which is cool. Okay, so she made a duck and plum sauce, so we're going to move you up into these others so that we can just fall through all these items. The reptile vest is going to take longer than the fur coat, so we'll go ahead and do that. But you'll finish, and then you'll start on this, and then I can move you down. Okay, so equipment. So yeah, that's right, you can't wear anything. 3 and 1, not as good as 7 and 2. You have nothing. Okay, so you can wear it. 34, 26. Can you wear a 26? Nope. Yours is better. Yours is 4 and 2, so that's a 2 armor. And you literally can't wear anything. Okay. I guess if I do this and do this, then, so for now, I'll do that, and then I need to remember that I need to give that. Ah, damn it, I should have done it anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna kill off this. Okay, witch. Haven't fought a witch yet. So let's see what this looks like. So there's the witch. So I can come at her with, so I have first action 3 and 4. So I can first action this one, which is good. So I'll do damage to the witch. So she'll be able to kill her no matter what, which is good. And then I can put, so I don't even need to first action her. Okay, which is even more good. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to play him here. So she'll be dead, and so whoever comes over this way won't be able to attack through him to hit her, which is good. So now I can first action him, but I don't really need to. I really don't think I need to first action anything, because nobody's going to be able to attack through this defense. So yeah, we should be fine. So I'm just going to do get closer on these next two. So you're going to get closer, and then you're going to get closer. And I could counter tactic. I think I'll do that. So then they'll just kill everybody to the right, and we're good. Oh, never mind. That person was confused. Okay. So there's some stuff, which is good. And I believe you are in range for the vines, which we need to get, but we also need to get the clay. Where's the clay? Way up there? Okay. So you're going to move up to here. And damn it, I would be within one turn of being able to gather all this stuff in one. That sucks. It sucks. Because if I had a +4 on one of these guys, that would be just enough to get it in one turn. Oh well. I'll do 2 turns of vines. Oh. Treasure boy. Okay. If you pat them, nothing happens. Beat them with a stick, you get a bunch of medals, and I haven't done the slap yet, so I'll try that. And that obviously is the right thing to do. That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's a ton of good stuff. Very cool. So that's the right option. Now that I've played this game enough, I know the right answers sometimes. Okay, so how are we doing? With one turn, I can get more. So that's 2 turns. 2 turns. Did I already do that one? Yep, 2 turns. 2 turns. So I gotta have all those, but I can get. So I'll do that. This stuff is all created, so they're crafting that stuff. So now you'll notice I have light armors and one-handed swords. So I can look at what I have as an option. So I can do Monster Bone. Monster Bone's generally pretty good. 6 and 6 is pretty awesome. Obviously, Dragon Slayers are even more awesome, 7, 7, and 7. But I don't like using the Dragon Bones unless I can get super high level stuff. So I use Dragon Bones with like Mithril or something, and it makes them just seriously sick stuff. So that's a 7 and 7. It's a 6 and 6, so this is better. 6 and 6 and 2. 6 and 6. 5 and 5. 5, 6, and 1. So I think I'm going to do this. And that gets me 12, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to do that one. Monster Bones are pretty awesome. Actually, now that I'm thinking, oh, I only have 14 of them. Yep. Because Monster Bones you can use in buildings. I don't think I want to do that. It's pretty awesome, but I don't. Let's do this, because this is a pretty powerful one too. Oh, I guess it's only 4, 4, and 5. I thought it was better than that. 5, 5, and 2. Black Sword. That one's pretty cool. 5, 6, 2, and 2. It's Darkwood. 4, 6. 4, 5, and 2. 5, 6, and 2. Let's see here. And see, notice that if I use regular wood, I have 5%. But if I use a higher level thing, I get the possibility of a good quality that increases when I do that. That's what the smithy does for you. If you have the coal is way better at smithing. So you want to use coal for smithing if you can, instead of using wood. So coal definitely is beneficial. But again, I wouldn't want to burn it right now on something that isn't necessarily going to be a super high-end item. 5, 6, and 2 is not horrible. Because the other thing to note is this weighs 90, which is, you want to watch the weight if you can. 4, 6, 2, and 1, but it only weighs 74. That's pretty good. See, and this is a low level. The amber is low level. The higher level stuff obviously gets you into the higher level. You get more research points and you get more damage and whatnot. That Monster Slayer, man, it's super awesome. 7 and 7, but not having those Monster Bones is, I mean, spending 4 Monster Bones on a sword, I don't know, it might be worth it just for the research points. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I feel dirty doing it, but let's see what we can do for as far as light armors. Oh yeah, you can use Monster Bones in there too. So if you use bones, it's not super awesome. Oh yeah, got to use a lot more stuff, a lot more materials. So this is 7 and 1, weighs 108 with the bones. If I use Dragon Bones, you'll notice I get 15, and it gives me just crazy awesome stuff. Dragon Bones are amazing. They're really, really, really good. But you can actually use wood, which I think is really funny. You can use wood in here, but you'll notice that the wood and bone like weighs a lot more than if you use some of the furs or other items. 8 and 1, 19. Bones are, like, in my opinion, are not as useful because they're level 1 items and stuff. So this gets me 7 points. I'm burning a lot of fur, which kind of sucks. But it does give me a 7 and 1 item that only weighs 108. So it's not horrible. Definitely not the best, but it's not horrible. So I'll go ahead and do that as well. 2 turns, 2 turns. So we'll do that stuff. All right, where are you at? How are you guys doing? Production. 2 turns, 1 turn. Okay. 1, 2. Weird looking metal box. Okay. No instructions. That's great. I haven't ever done this. Study the mechanism. Lucky for you, some of your party know their stuff about engineering. Great. So we're going to do an intellect challenge. So there's only 2, which is good. Now, it's totally different. I mean, the skills that you use in these are totally different. So somebody that might be amazing in a regular challenge might totally suck in a challenge now. So we're going to go ahead and play this one out a little bit differently. Now, there's only 2 cards, which is good. But it's the same, the mechanisms are the same. They just use different stats for health and armor and all those different things. So let's go ahead and, let's see, confuse of 6 and a confuse of 5 is good. If I do a count, I don't know what level these are at all. So it might be level 2, they might be level 10, who knows. So for now, let's just go ahead and put out somebody that's got high armor, the highest armor I've got and the highest damage I've got. Let's do that, and let's see what they play. It'll give me some idea. So these are 3 and 2. So this is going to do 7 damage. So that'll get through here, but it won't kill me. My first actions are too low, so that's not useful. So really, I think what I need to do is just get damage out. Which is, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, if I do a 7, it won't kill me first turn, but it would kill me second turn. So if I put him out with 13, he might be safe. Oh, never mind. Get closer because I have a total of 16 here. So these 2 should be able to take him out because that's 5 and 5 damage, so that's 10. So these 2 will kill him. So he won't even be able to attack second turn. He'll be able to attack, but I think he'll have to attack this direction. And I can confuse him so he can't even get an attack out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my defense there, and we should be able to take out. Yep, so now kills it second turn and we're done. So, cool. Okay, 3 experience, nice. Oh, Goblin Village. That's interesting. Okay, so we need to start looking into our construction now. We're going to go ahead and take a watchtower because I need to get visibility. And let's see where we're at. Still need to bring back the vine. But for now, I think our production is such that we're, 2 turns out. So we're going to go ahead and break. We're going to head up here. Ooh, bears. Bears are rough. Okay. 24 health, and you can see he does blunt damage. So that's going to be a little exciting. We have a first action, so we can first action one of our guys. She can do a bunch of damage to start with. She will be able to kill him in the first turn, which is good. So what I'm going to do now, I believe, is I'm just going to put in, because she'll kill him, and then these guys will be able to run defense for the rest of the team. So I'm going to put him. Should have done it the other way. I should have put him second so that I could first action him. So now I'm going to have to go the other route. Because if I first action him, he will kill the bear, and then she will kill this hulking rat. Which I guess still works. So I'll do that. I'll first action him. And then I will play him. Because then when I get closer with him, he'll be able to defend this guy from all the rest of the guys coming. As much as he needs defending, he doesn't really, because he's got 10 of his own. Okay, so he did actually take damage from that giant pile of people. And that's the downside, that for them, it's kind of an overrun thing, because I only have 5 guys in my party now. It makes it a lot more difficult. Okay, so she's going to get closer. Just kills that guy outright. And then he comes in, and then I can confuse. Oh, he's already confused. So it doesn't really matter. I can just play a couple of guys and then end, because neither one of them attack, and then I attack and kill him. So he did take a bunch of damage, which sucks. But I am going to go ahead and go here, and we'll check that out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.